Today I've pulled these vegetables out of my garage in storage after 4 months and they held up beautifully. And I'm also going to start a mushroom kit. I am on my kitchen floor. I never work normal. Do what you gotta do. It is time for me to begin potting on more plants, and seed starting will be starting very soon. So I need more soil, and always being frugal, my intention is to reuse the potting soil that I threw on top of my root vegetables. So I'm going to get these out. I have more space now in my crisper in the fridge as I'm going through all my vegetables. So I think I can start stealing some of this soil. These vegetables really held up well. There is some roots coming. I did not add moisture. I was going to, but I ended up not. I thought I'd just leave it. So this soil is just as it was, as it came straight out of the bag. Look at that parsnip trying to grow. Now, I'm probably making a mess in my house. Look at that rutabaga, isn't he beautiful? What a great storage method this was in my garage. I'm sold. I didn't think there was as much in here. Look, there's even little beets. I'm really looking for carrots because I really need those. I forgot how many parsnips I still have left. With the crazy little roots. And my Jerusalem artichokes. These are going to be put in some soil just because they are yet to be, these are the ones for replanting. The rest are still in my crisper in the fridge, holding up really well. I don't know why I have the odd little beets in here. I'll get on and dig these all up and show you what I've got. Well, I must say this was a lot of fun, reharvesting these vegetables for a second time. But I'm very pleased. There was plenty of carrots. I may still have some down in the bottom that I didn't get my hands on. There's a lot of soil in there. But that'll be a fun find later on. Now, this is probably the third time that I've dug through and hauled out parsnips, rutabaga, and carrots. So that's really good for what's remaining. That'll get me a good long while with, yeah, I've got quite a few rutabaga in the crisper. I don't have any carrots left in the crisper, so these are going to have to do me for a bit, and then I'll probably have to certainly buy some at the grocery store, but that's pretty good getting through to March. And of course, I'll sweep the floor. It needed sweeping anyways. I didn't make too much of a mess, but I'm very, very pleased. Oh, and the only thing that seemed to suffer in my storage this way is 2 Jerusalem artichokes. You can see this one is going rotten on the end, which is funny. They store for me until it's planting time in my crisper beautifully. So I just may resort back to that. They didn't seem to like it in this as much. So I'll go outside and rinse these off, give you another view of them. Vegetables still going strong. March in Newfoundland. I'm pleased. Now the next thing I'm going to get up to is a mushroom kit. It's something I wouldn't buy previously because they're quite pricey. This one was $32.99. It doesn't seem to, if I were to purchase mushrooms in the grocery store, I'm not sure that this would be the most economical way to do it. But I started researching mushrooms and how to do it in a better, cheaper way. And buying the spores, purchasing, and it just, I never got around to doing it because it seemed a bit complicated. Where was I going to do it? Would it work outside? First of all, I could try it down in my crawl space down below, but long story short, I went ahead and got a kit, and I'm hoping that I can extend it a bit once these grow. I'll show you so the kit just simply comes with the bag and a little spray bottle. You can see, if I can get close up, the substrate is already looking really healthy. I will certainly smell it and make sure it's not, smelling rotten, but it looks really healthy with the white, I don't know if that's the spores. I've chosen chestnut mushrooms because they're the closest to a button mushroom, and I could just utilize those a bit more in my cooking, I think. Some of the other ones are would be delicious, but not as useful for me. I think the flavor's a little different, but I'm just excited to try these. I haven't seen the chestnut ones in kits, so that's what made me ultimately purchase it. So I'm going to get on and follow the easy steps here. There's many ways you can do this. You can take this out of the kit itself, sort of, and do it in another container, but I'm not. I'm actually going to follow the directions, and there's 6 easy steps here. And that is just to, if you've not had one before, cut out the box, cut an X into the bag holding the mushroom substrates and the I don't know what you call it, mushroom substrate. And then you just spray it heavily with water, leave it on the counter away from direct sunlight but ambient light. So for me, that is going to be right here on the counter. And in a few weeks, these ones take a little longer, so 3 to 4 weeks possibly. I'll give you an update and see how these work. But let's cut through and get started. Okay, they make this super easy for us. The kit I'm using is called Nature Line. There's many types available. I'm not doing a good job of this. Okay, perforated cut, done. Then they say take a sharp knife and cut an X. I got a surrogate one, there we go. That's it. And I'll spray. Now, today and the first few days, you spray about 3 times a day. And then after that, you just spray twice a day. And then when you start to see the wee mushrooms, they call them pins, start popping up, carry on with the misting. But you're well on your way to the mushrooms. So they say to keep it upright. Great. Hope it works. Well, that's it for today. It was wonderful to see that after 4 months, my stored vegetables were perfect. So perfect, in fact, that we all had one straight after I washed them, and they were lovely. And I'm also really looking forward to seeing some mushrooms grow. And then it hopefully will get me excited to do a bit more research on how I can better grow some mushrooms here. Because as we all shoot for self-sufficiency, I'd prefer not to buy them at the grocery store and have a ready harvest myself. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.